Hey guys, it's your boy ready for some F2P action, and today I'm gonna be taking you guys through an updated Extreme Alliance Battle guide, and I'll tell you which characters you should be building up if you wanna compete in Alliance Battle seriously, and if you wanna hit that 2 million mark every single day, or I should say most of the days in Extreme Alliance Battle. And before I begin, guys, just a quick reminder to you guys that some of the characters in this list that I've prepared absolutely need their specific uniforms to be able to hit that 2 million mark, the cap in ABX. So keep that in mind because not every character can hit without the uniform. So let's get started. So the first character I would be stating is the Blast Villain Day. The round one is the Blast Villain Day. So the first character would be Magneto. He's the best option for Blast Villain Day. He can get up to 2.3, or up to 2.5 million in ABX, but he definitely needs a CTP of Rage to do in order to do that, and he also needs a really good build. I mean stage 12 stage 12 ISO 8 set, all skills, and a CTP of Rage. And with the CTP of Energy, he's decent with the CTP of Energy. He's still meta. But he taps out around 1.9 to 2 million if built strictly and very crazy well. Then CTP of Energy can with Magneto can also hit 2 million, but with a CTP of Rage he absolutely dominates the Blast Villain class, and he's way better than Strife were, I think, will be able to put 1.4 or 1.5 or mostly 1.6 with a CTP of Energy, but you don't need that. Magneto is a really good choice for an free to play player as well, cause he's available with 6600 crystal in the X-Men Deluxe pack, which you can buy with the crystals. And for Magneto, this uniform is mandatory. He cannot hit a 2 million or above with this uniform, and the uniform doesn't make the skills any better, except the fact that it enhances the effect of the repulsion, which also gives some bind and do some more, I think, more damage. I think the damage is same, I don't know. And the only thing is changes is the force skill. I think the force skill does more hits now. And the main thing why you should be looking to buy this uniform, and why Magneto definitely needs this uniform, is the uniform passive, which is the whatever skill you do, you will do 45% more increased damage dealt to machine type characters. And the machine type, guys, if you are confused about it, it's the mobs that spawn in the Extreme Alliance battle after you kill the wave. So the more wave you kill, the more score you are able to hit. So it's a really good uniform for him, and it's a really mandatory option, and he's a really good character over Strife. And also Magneto is way cheaper than Strife cost a lot. I myself got Strife to level 62, I'd say, and it cost me a lot of gold and a lot of material. So Magneto is a really good choice. Now moving on to the second day is the no restriction day. So whatever characters you have, whatever best character you have that you feel that you can hit 2 million with, you should be using that character. If you think that your Magneto can cap ABX no restriction under 2 million, then use him. I would say Sharon Rogers is the best option out of all of the characters in the game to hit that 2 million mark. Even a level 60, I mean a level 60 Sharon Rogers with a CTP of Energy can hit over 2 million easily, comfortably, and with what man, consistency. So he's a really good character, and all of more of that, she's a totally free to play character. She's amazing, and she's also, if you build her, she's also very good and almost I think meta for pushing Corvus World Boss Ultimate, and she can do all of the World Boss Ultimates. There are only a couple of characters, only a few characters that can do all of the World Boss Ultimate clears over stage 40. So she's a really good collection. She will be a really good collection to your roster if you want to build her up. She's really good. And apart from that, Luna or Cable is a really good option, but Luna is paywall, so more, a lot of characters don't have Luna, so Sherlock is a really good option. I think she's the best. And for me, guys, with my crappy build, sorry, with this crappy Obelix, it's just a 140 proc. It's not even a CTP of Energy. With a T3 Captain America Sharon Rogers, I am able to hit over 3 million with this build on no restriction day, and I think I can go even more further if I can time the proc correctly on the T3 skill more often. So she's a beast, and you should definitely get her. And moving on to the round 3, the day 3, which is the Universal Hero Day, was previously, if you guys know, was owned by Thor. He was able to hit 2 million, but you will need a absolute crazy build and also his uniform to be able to hit that high. And you will need a CTP of I have seen that Thor can hit CTP 2 million with the CTP destruction as well, but you will need an absolutely crazy build. On the other hand, they just introduced Captain Marvel's new uniform. I don't have this one, but they just introduced Captain Marvel new uniform with the movie, and I'm thinking to buy it after I get the Invisible Woman Deluxe pack, but for now I don't have it. So she's a really good addition in order to get some good scores. I think the best scores she can easily, with a CTP of Rage, especially with the CTP of Rage, she can hit over 4 million. I have seen 4.2 million scores. So she's a really good character. And the uniform makes her even better. She's an amazing character with the uniform. She is amazing, and she's also very good, or I should say very annoying, and a meta god tier in PvP as well, like Timeline Battle. I myself am having a really hard time killing her, even if I don't have a self-buffing leadership or something like that, or maybe a tier 3 skill of Deadpool ready to kill her. So she's definitely a great choice. And Thor with CTP of Rage can also hit 2 million. So if you have built Thor with all the Uru setup and with the CTP of Rage, he can also hit 2 million, but you will need crazy cards. It is really hard to hit it consistently with Thor because the proc deviates so much. So the CTP of Rage helps in juicing out that juice. Sorry, putting out that juicy damage from all the duration of the 5 or 6 second duration of the CTP of Rage. So Captain Marvel is the best option in if you don't have Captain Marvel or even Thor, then Medusa with the uniform or without the uniform. With the uniform she is best, but without the uniform, or maybe Satana with the uniform, she you can definitely put some decent score over 600 or 700k with them, but you will need some good build too. But Captain Marvel is really good and free to play player, and you can farm them from Timeline Battle token shop, or you can get them from the Shadowland or something like that biometric selectors. So she's the best for the Universal Hero Day. And next up we have the Combat Hero Day. And the Combat Hero Day is was and still you can use Captain America for that, and you will need a CTP of energy to hit over 2 million. I think Cap can hit around 2 million, 2 million and above, obviously up to around 2.5 or 2.6 million with the maximum build. Cap really was my first tier 3 character, so I am still stick to him. I am still using him in our ABX, and without Valkyrie. I don't have Valkyrie. With Warwolf in team with Shulk leadership, he puts out 1.6. He put out literally 1.6 million in ABX last week for me. So if I gave him a CTP of energy with a 200 proc, he will definitely go over or around 2.5 or 2.4 million, which is amazing. This is a crappy Obelisk. Again, I don't have a CTP of energy, so he's really better. But the best option for Combat Hero Day is going to be Mr. Fantastic. And I know Captain America is the better option because he's easily farmable and he cost a lot less than Mr. Fantastic. But if you really want to push to the limits of ABX, and they are gonna be increasing the ABX cap from 2 million to maybe 2.5 or 3 million very soon. So I think Mr. Fantastic is a really good option and really good choice, and I would say a must buy or must build character. I know he is a native tier 2, so he is definitely uh, quite more expensive than Captain America. I myself got his gears to 20, all 20 yesterday, so I'm thinking to get a potential to 100, or maybe I can before doing Captain Marvel I can do him as well to tier 3, because I have almost enough materials to tier 3 her, and I'm just lacking some CCF. And Mr. Fantastic, guys, the best obelisk is will be a CTP of energy. He can hit I have seen him hitting like 3 million or even 4 million and above scores in combat hero day with the captain, with his own leadership, which is a fantastic leadership. The 60% increase, 65% increased of all attacks, combined with Valkyrie's tier 2 passive. If you have her, or even if you not, then combined with the Thing tier 2 passive, which gives all Fantastic Four members, and he's the Fantastic Four leader, so all gives all members 40% more increase, all attack, or I guess it's physical attack. So it's really amazing, and the damage is really bonkers, and he's also PvP viable as well. And with the CTP of destruction, I have seen him one-shotting myself, and with the CTP of destruction he can still put up some great numbers like 2.5 million and up if you have him built. And if you don't, even if you don't have a CTP of energy, you just put a 140 or 160 proc, he can definitely clear and definitely get that 2 million mark with that proc as well. So he's a really good character, and I think you should definitely build her if you want to compete in ABX for a long run. And I think he's a really good long-term investment in terms of ABX score, cause the scap of the ABX score is gonna raise soon, as we all know. So he will still be there, uh, even if the cap is 3 million. So if you can score 4 million, that you don't have to worry about it. So moving on the day 5, we have the Blast Mail, and this is my favorite day, guys. uh, the Cable is the man for this day, and many people say that if you the Magneto is a option as well, because he is also a blast male character, but he definitely needs a CTP of rage, and he is worse, I'd say, in terms of putting the scores on the board, cause I myself can get 2.4 to 2.6 million with my Cable, and doing an average run, and just buttons and just doing the same rotation again and again. I can put up 2 million consistently. I don't even have to rerun the Extreme Alliance battle. I don't even have to challenge the score to get the 2 million. I get it in one run straight away. So a CTP of energy obviously is best for her, best for him, uh, to be able to hit 2 million in ABX. I have seen people hitting 3 million or 3.5 million with Cable, and I think Cable I have seen with a CTP of energy I have seen for over 4 million as well. I don't know the guy name. YouTube, he was a YouTuber as well. So he posted him when Sharon Rogers was tier 3 was introduced, and she was doing the bonkers damage around 4 million and above. Cable was on the list as well. So, and for the uniform, guys, Cable definitely needs this uniform. And honestly, guys, I tell you my thoughts, and I tell you little bit of backstory of mine. I had this. I didn't when the uniform was not introduced. I had this base look. I had the same setup. The stage 12 power of energy. I had the same setup, same energy, same city of energy, and I was able to hit just over or maybe around a million or even lower with this base look. But the day I put this uniform on, I was able to hit 2 million. When I mythic this uniform, as you guys can see, I only have two options, so he's missing a lot of attack. So it's a lot of room to grow for him still, and I can, if I get those all uniform and all the bonuses and get those urus fixed up. See, guys, he only has like 3 or 4 or 5 legendary energy attack uru, and he doesn't have any mythic urus. So there's a lot of chaos he can put out in the extreme alliance battle, and he's the most consistent one for this day. So he definitely needs this uniform, and it is a must buy, and he's a really good long term investment. And from the day Cable was introduced, I am using him for the ABX from that day. So he's a really good collection. And current moving on to the next day, we have the Universal Super Villain Day, which was really annoying, man. I mean, Dorm, you can't. I mean, if you remember, hitting playing as Dormammu was sucked like playing with Apocalypse until Minerva replaced him. Apocalypse was so boring, and the scores were really bad. I used to get around 250, or if I have a good run, then 400k maximum with a fire damage and 200 proc. I So it was really hilarious. See guys, I have a fire damage crit rate and 200 proc. Not many characters have this kind of proc, and he was still doing this low. And the best characters for the Universal Supervillain Day, I'd say, will be either Victorious with a CTP of Rage. She can put out some serious numbers, and with the CTP of Energy, she's also good. But I don't think she can cap 2 million on the Universal Supervillain Day with a CTP of Energy, but with a CTP of Rage, I have seen scores of over 2.5 million. So she definitely has the potential, but yes, you will need her tier 2 level 70 and most of the Urus and other setups as well. So the other option than Victorious, if you don't wanna use the CTP of Rage on Victorious, if you don't have her 70, and so the next up we have Doctor Doom. But this kind of sounds silly because you will get Victorious tier 2 anyways in order to unlock Doom. So you will already have Victorious tier 2, and you want building Doom is a pain, and building him to level 60, upgrading all of his skills cost over 100 million gold. And I am really excited to build her, and also really worried about what I'm gonna do with all that gold because I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of gold once I get Victorious to tier 2, which is a pain in the ass. So you can definitely get Victorious, and CTP Rage is the best for her. And Doom can also put out around 1.9 million, I guess, and at most 2 million. I think he can push to 2 million with a CTP of Energy, but you will need a crazy build, just like Strive, to hit a good score. But I think you should be building Victorious and build Doom just strictly for PvP, which is really awesome. And the honorable mentions I would like to say is Proxima and Corvus with the newest uniforms. I think not Corvus. I think Proxima is better than Corvus in terms of putting the scores. He can put out 800 around 800k or 900k in Universal Supervillain Day. So you can also build them if you don't have Victorious or Doom. So next one. On the last one for this guys, I we have the Speed Hero Day, which is really good. I think I have been using Winter Soldier for that day, still, but I have replaced Winter Soldier with the CTP of Energy, can hit around 2 million, I'd say. Maybe 1.7 or 1.9 at most. I haven't seen 2 million with Winter Soldier. I don't know if any one of you knows, and if any one of you thinks that he can hit 2 million, then please let me know in the comments. And once I got the Quicksilver new uniform, Winter Soldier also definitely needs his uniform. It's a must buy, and if you don't have it, he's even not playable. So it's not a topic to talk. And the QS Quicksilver, when he got his uniform, it was just bonkers. I use Quicksilver for that speed hero day, and I can put out with this build around 720, I guess 720 or 720k, around 720 with this setup, with the critical damage and 180 proc, and this setup here, right here. So he definitely has a way to go, and I don't have his gears maxed out as well. But CTP of Energy is really good on Quicksilver as well. He can hit over 2 million with that. But that's I don't think you should be building him for ABX now. You should be just strictly building him with the CTP of Destruction for strictly for PvP. And Speed Hero, best Speed Hero, I would like to say, I hate to say that because she's a paywall character, and I can't get it, and none of the free to play players as well, unless you get her from the 3-star or maybe any premium hero chest like me. The Netmarble gave a free premium hero chest, and I got a 3-star Luna Snow from that. I'm really thankful to them, and I'm thinking to buy a mega tier 2 ticket in future, so to build him. And Luna Snow, guys, she's damn OP, and with combined with she was the OP before as well, and combined with the tier 3 skills, she can terminate everyone. She can get anything in this world, anything in this game. She can do everything in this game. She can even push 59s or 60s, or maybe I don't know, maybe 16 and up even more stages. So she's definitely a powerhouse. And if you can CTP of with Luna Snow tier 3 with any obelisk, like say a critical damage, or maybe a cold damage critical, or maybe a cold damage 200 proc, she can definitely get 2 million easily without the uniform. She doesn't even need the uniform, and with the uniform, guys, it just gets better. And once the day the uniform was introduced, it was a bug, or I think it was a bug, or it was a skill animation, that the charm on her fourth skill was activated with the uniform, or at the end of the skill, which was really annoying. So she wasn't as good as her base look. Her base look was scoring more than her uniform. So they fixed the uniform, and she can now hit a lot of hits, like seriously, she hits like a truck. And with the CTP of energy, I think she can get around I won't lie to you guys, I have seen scores of 7.1 to 7.2 million on Speed Hero. Not Speed Hero Day, I think it was Speed Hero Female Day, which the boss doesn't have dodge, but 7.1 is insane, man. And for the Speed Hero Day, she can definitely put around 4 million or and over on Speed Hero Day, even after having the beast with such dodge rate. And with the CTP of Rage is the best option for her as well. And with the CTP of Rage, I have seen her getting over 10 million. Seriously, guys, over 10 million is amazing. I mean, most of the characters can't even hit 1 million in Extreme Alliance Battle either, unless you just build them super OP or super crazy. And she can hit 10 million. 10 million is amazing, man. She can definitely is a really good character. And even if you have her tier 2 with this suit, and you have a CTP of energy or CTP of rage, you can definitely get past 2 million, which is equal to Sharon Rogers. The original characters are doing amazing. So I would like, these are my top picks for the first week of the Extreme Alliance Battle. I was thinking to include all of the 2 weeks character in the single video, but the video will be too long. It already has been too long. I don't want to bore you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and these are my top picks. And let me know if I forgot something, or if I should change something in the video, or if there is anything you want to add to the list in any of the characters, obelisk, or anything. Just hit me up in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. So let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the characters and their CTPs, and if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, just let me know. And as always, I hope to see you again. See ya.